According to this, I'm delusional. I swear, I feel like I'm not even asking for too much. My delusion score is 5 out of 5. And you don't belong on this planet. I don't belong on this planet when it comes to dating. Anyway, guys.
Guys, y'all looking at the thumbnail, y'all looking at the title of the video, y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Guys, I got a special video for you here today. You guys remember Julissa from 106 and Park back in the day? I had to re-Google her because I was the free and AJ time period. I'm a little bit older than y'all. Anyway, she has progressed tremendously within her career. And now she has a YouTube channel. On her YouTube channel, she goes over personal things like within her life. And the last video that she went over is entitled, Yes, I'm Still Single. And she's going over the reasons as to why she is still single and the things that she's doing about it. Now, I will say this is a particular gem of a video because of all the things that she's talking about. If you flip it on its head and bring it to this content over here, look at the last 9 or 10 of my videos and I talk about the exact same thing. Truly fascinating. Truly fascinating. So let's get active. Without further ado.
Yeah, you're probably thinking she's still single? Or like everyone likes to comment on my social media, why are you single? Like, damn, babe, there must be something wrong with you. Why you ain't married?
She's afflicted with the modern woman syndrome, I would venture to guess. Let's keep going.
All these comments, trust me, I read them, I see them. When my friends come over and they're like, really? So you have more face masks in your fridge and wine than you actually have food? I feel like, okay, so that is
single AF.
Telling me I'm so single. I do like being so single at times. I love laying on this bed, literally like any way I want. But then there's other times where I don't want to lay in the bed all by myself.
Probably most of the time.
I want to share my life with somebody. I grew up in a very traditional household. When I say that, meaning like my parents have literally been together forever, like literally forever, since the beginning of time. I think they've been together 40 something plus years. And I've always seen that as an example. It always gave me like the ride or die, like I have to be in a long-term relationship like that. Like once you get married, that's it. You're one and done. And the last thing I ever wanted was to have to take down 1,000,001 photos or, bring you guys along on a ride that then ended.
All right, we learned a lot of information right there. Okay, a lot of information. All right, so comes from traditional household, right? And a traditional Hispanic household, right? And, from a culture perspective, there's one thing like, growing up in New York, you have access to a lot of diverse groups. And when I hang out with my Latino friends, it's completely different than going to the barbecue. It's completely different in a sense that it's way more traditional feeling. And you also see like a lot of love within the families as well. Like, if it's a good family, you'll see like, the father dancing with the daughter. You'll see like the brothers dancing with the mothers, a lot of like love, a lot of closeness. But what I think that we're going to discover here is although seeing two-parent household and seeing loving family, but because of the infiltration of the ideologies today, it has brought her farther away from her goal of being married. But let's go on. Let's learn more.
I don't even know actually why I've gotten to this age. I mean, I know I've definitely chosen career over past loves that would have required me to like get up and move. And like I've had loves in the past where they literally were long distance and said, we can do this, just move overseas with me. Like one of the biggest loves of my life was in Europe and overseas in London. And I wasn't ready. And when I tell you guys that I literally have chosen work over relationships at times, that's a real thing. And one of my biggest fears when it came to love and relationships is choosing the love over the work, and then it not works out in the love department. Is that gonna set me back? That's hard for successful men too.
Big true. Now, we have one of the many things that we talk about from a talking point. This is gonna be the first one. This idea of choosing work over relationships, because essentially the modern woman today has been lied to in a sense of a couple of different things, but this institution of power couple or power dynamic. And, you know, I think that there's levels to this shit when we talk about power, but they might look at it, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and think that you can get someone as powerful on that same level, right? But the thing is like, you can't have two CEOs to one company. So as, you know, she's super talented. You could tell she's super affable. She's probably a really good person to be face to face with, you know, one-on-one, you know, speaking to. But, you know, within the successes within her life, right? She watched her parents be successful in a relationship, and she associated success in her work life and then eventually success in a relationship. But what she's finding out is as she's getting older, those two just don't equate, right? It doesn't mean that there's not outliers of successful women getting into relationships with a dude that is, you know, as successful or more successful than them. That's what I'm saying. But I do think that it's the far outlier. But we see these occurrences that happen in our society that makes us feel like it's the norm. And just like I've had homegirls right here and said that as they've gained in education, as they gained in success, the dating pool drops out from under them. And this is a key truth of our evolutionary biology, is that as women gain more, the less dating options available to them. And also, they get unreasonably delusional with their standards and expectations. But let's hear more.
To deal with a woman that also has a full-on busy schedule. Because I've also gotten comments like, oh, would you ever date a regular guy? I mean, I don't even know if a regular guy would even understand my career, and like, when I have to go to events, people are gonna want your attention. So I've always feared, like, if I do date a quote unquote guy that, you know, is regular, doesn't understand what it's like to be in the business, if I bring him to events, or if I bring him to red carpets, or if I'm, you know, gone shooting something for whatever amount of months, like, is he gonna understand that?
Yeah.
I will
and shout out to her for the way that she explained it, because if you guys remember back about a year or so change, B. Simone was trying to explain something similar, but just did it in a less eloquent way. But the way that Julissa is explaining that, I can understand what it is that she's saying. You know, a 9-to-5 guy may not get, you know, her having to be on social media as much as what she is. It may not having to get her going to the red carpet and having to look a certain type of way or what have you, or the schedule. But then also, you know, she is proverbially a boss chick, right? She does boss shit, right? So like, as a dude, do you have the willingness to allow her and her leadership or her bossness throughout that as you do something, you know, not as boss-like, you know? And I think it's a fair thing to question and to consider. But I do think it's a cop-out as well, because you don't know unless you try, mama. You don't know unless you try. But I get her point. Let's continue.
That my career has been #1 priority in my life over everything else. If you've ever felt that maybe you've put your career as a priority in front of other things in your life, can you have the career? Can you have the love of your life, the
it's
family,
a scale.
like all of those things? I don't know if women do it way more versus men. You know, I always wonder, like, do men get to have it all? They can have the career, and like, there will be women that will settle down. Do we just always have to sacrifice so much all the time?
What?
I want to know, comment below if you guys have ever felt very much like how I'm feeling right now. I'm in my late 30s, and I don't really know what the love relationship cards have for me and how they're gonna unfold. I'm not here to tell you like this is the only way to live your life because it's worked out this way for me, because I honestly don't know. And I'm just trying to figure it out along the way, and I wanna see if you guys have any advice that we can bounce off of each other, which is why I'm like, comment below. I just wanna know
commentate
if it's something that you can relate to, because I have conversations with my friends that are all very goal driven, and I do have some friends that keep it very honest with me, and are like, girl, it's hard trying to be a businesswoman, trying to be a wife, a mother, a great friend, like all of these things. And yes, as women, I think we're phenomenal multitaskers, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming. Okay, so one of the questions that I get asked the most is, what am I looking for in a man? For me personally, you have to be nice. Like, I can't be with a like, at the end of the day, like, my biggest pet peeve is literally going out on a date and just seeing, I'm like mad observant when I'm on a date. Like, I just want to see how they're gonna treat the person that's waiting on us, the hostess. I try to be as considerate as possible. I don't know if that's just the Libra in me. I really try my hardest to be considerate of other people. The person.
Sorry guys, I just don't like when I hear people lead decisions in their life by their astrological signs. Anyway, don't listen to her when she says nice, guys, please. This is the bullshit. don't listen to her. What she means is like respectful of people. Right? But don't be nice. Please, Jesus Christ. Stop being nice. Stop being nice. Be good people on earth. But sometimes good people can't be nice. Be respectful. Earn your respect. Seek respect. But this nice shit, don't take it to the traditional definition of the word nice. If I was to probe a little bit deeper what she means by nice, I'm sure that she actually just means respectful. Give respect, earn respect. Okay? Do that, but not the nice shit, all right? Not the simp shit, not the weak shit. Don't do any of that, please. For the love of God.
That I really see myself with, I want them to be nice. Like when someone else describes them, they're like, that's a good person right there. I want them to be successful. I'm not gonna lie. I want you to at least meet me where I'm at, because
Jesus Christ.
I've got goals, I've got
so she
dreams,
wants a millionaire.
I've got aspirations. It's literally what I was just telling you, why I'm still dating and trying to figure it out, because I've always put my goals and my careers in front of everything else. So I need to be with a man that's gonna be ambitious, period. Can we talk about
the words are just ambitious, meet me at my level is the most direct that she said right there. And my assumption is that she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, right? And the top 1% of man makes $300,000 per year. If I was to guess, I would say she makes more than $300,000 per year. So she would need someone at that level and above. And, here's the thing, with her level of access, maybe she has the appropriate means to be able to find these types of dudes. But are those particular dudes, number one, looking for marriage, and they're looking for a boss chick within marriage? A modern term of boss chick for a traditional contract of marriage. It just doesn't equate. It just doesn't compute. But let's keep going.
About men with kids. This is not a deal breaker for me. I can be delusional in a lot of things. I know my friends tell me all the time, like, Julie, come on, manage your expectations. When I hear that, I really be wondering, like, do I have to manage my expectations when it comes to dating and my love life, though? Like,
yes.
Do I really?
Yes.
According to this website, the delusional website, I'm like 5 out of 5 delusional. I had a friend tell me that I absolutely need to go on this website. And I said, okay, well, what is it? So it's called the Female Delusional Calculator. So you basically answer 3 questions about, it's 5 questions about what my ideal man would potentially be like, look like, break down like. Then they give you the probability. And it says, according to statistical data, the probability a guy of the US male population ages 34 to 40 meets your standards is 0.017%. Delusion score is 5 out of 5. You don't belong on this planet. Whatever. I get it. I can be pretty delusional in certain things. I'm older. I'm in my late 30s now, and I understand that there's men that are gonna have kids.
At least she understands.
And I am not opposed to dating a man, marrying a man with kids. I understand that at this age, for me to find a man, or for a man to find me, I should say, without kids, the likelihood is gonna be very slim.
0.017, I think, percent is what it came out to. And the thing is like, you know, she's in a different type of lifestyle than most people. So she probably feels as though she has higher expectations because of her increase of access. And honestly, this is one of the biggest struggles and kind of learnings of modern women today is that, you know, as you are on your path and the dudes are in and around you that you're dating, and because you associate these people in your dating pool, you also associate them within your marriage pool as well. So as you keep going up, your expectations keep on going up. And then later on, when you turn around and you're like, all right, I'm gonna put myself back on the market, and there's no one out there for you, and you're like scratching your head because you associate these high expectations from dating partners with marriage expectations. But those dating partners don't mean that they was ever gonna try to marry you at the end of the day. And I think that conclusion takes a lot of these modern independent boss chicks by storm. All right. Fantastic video here today. Shout out again to Julissa. Fantastic video. Appreciate the opportunity to dissect such a video. It was fun. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, you agree with me? Do you not? Leave it down in the description box down below. Leave it down in the comment box. And I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.